Hello viewers, I'm Tantri Murdopo. If you think that I'm in the lobby of a hotel or five-star hotels, then you are wrong. I'm in Sunway Medical Center, Sunway City, Malaysia. A hospital that's very cozy and convenient, very different from other hospitals. It smells so good as well. Makes me feel comfortable, just as good as home. Sunway Medical Center is not just a hospital, but also an oasis for those in need of medical care, with comprehensive services and advanced facilities. This hospital offers a different experiences. An experience where the patient is the top priority in a comfortable and soothing atmosphere. Sunway Medical Center is not only equipped with the latest medical technology, but also has a dedicated team of doctors and healthcare professionals. They work tirelessly to ensure that every patient receives the best care. International patient visits at this hospital were once recognized with the Standout Jury Award for Best Hospital of the Year in Asia Pacific 2021. Reaching around 80,000 international patient visits. Of this, 50% or more than 40,000 patients were from Indonesia. Look at this area. Start from the waiting room until the lounge. They are all designed to make the visitors and the patient feel relaxed and comfortable. It feels like the healing process starts from the first step you come inside to this hospital. Hello viewers, I'm sure that you are so curious to know more about Sunway Medical Center here in Malaysia. So joining me today, Dr. Khoo Chow Huat, the Managing Director, Hospital and Healthcare Operation, Sunway Healthcare Group. Hello, Dr. Khoo.
Good morning, Tantri.
Good morning. Nice to meet you. Thank you for inviting us here.
Sure, yeah.
So this is a very interesting experiences. I just came here and saw this magnificent hospital building. Can you tell us more about this?
Okay, maybe I will have to go back to the beginning. I believe we have moved around the township. So actually this township started some years ago. Sunway Medical Center is actually part of Sunway Healthcare Group, which is part of Sunway Group. And Sunway Group this year is 50th anniversary.
Wow.
So celebrating 50.
Congratulations.
So it all started as a tiny team mine. I mean, my founder, Tan Sri Jeffrey Chia, he bought this tin mine, and then when the tin runs out, he decided to turn the place into a lagoon. And then surrounding the lagoon, he started building houses and facilities. And they started with things like the shopping mall, the theme park, hotels, education, and eventually he decided to start a hospital here. And that's opened in 1999.
Okay.
So Sunway Medical Center is opened in 1999 and is celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. So over the years, we are very happy that we have grown. As you would have walked through the hospital, we started with one tower with 200 beds back in 1999. So we added the second tower, third tower, fourth tower.
Wow.
So last year we added 2 more towers, so Tower D and E. And currently we have 724 licensed beds, and we have a total built capacity of 1,100 beds when all the 6 towers are open. We are also glad that we have good recognition. For example, in 2024 this year, Newsweek actually recognized us as one of the top 250 hospitals globally, which we are very proud of because we are one of the 2 Malaysian hospitals which got included in this ranking. And we also have a lot of services covered in this hospital. Currently, we have about 350 specialists.
Wow.
Covering a range of 60 specialties. And we have a lot of firsts. I'll cover that more later, but we are one of we are the only private hospital in Malaysia with children A&E that's dedicated to pediatric patients. And finally, I just want to add that we are the only hospital in Malaysia with triple accreditation, international accreditation, by JCI, by this Australian Council on Healthcare Standard, and also by the Malaysian Quality on Health.
Okay. But you know, the feeling of coming here is like coming home. it's feeling of welcoming to not to, hospital, but it feels like, you know, you have the feeling of home. You have the feeling of the hospitality. Is it correct?
Oh yes, I mean, in a way, we have to thank that to our Tan Sri chairman because he is also into hospitality and also into like shopping mall. So he is very particular about the ambience. So in a way, we want to make sure the hospital don't feel like hospital, so that people will come here and recover faster. Yeah.
And we can see the lobby itself. It feels like very, you know, open space, and then doesn't feel like it's like a hospital.
Sure.
So you feel like very happy to come here actually. Okay, but I feel like I saw and I bump into a lot of international patients as well when I actually come here. So basically, when I heard they speak in Bahasa. So a lot of my home country as well, they're Indonesian. So is that really the core? Like you really want to reach out the international patients here in the Sunway Medical Center?
Oh yes. I think if you look at the region, I mean, in terms of healthcare costs, Malaysia offer very good value for money. For example, the same procedure in Singapore and Malaysia, we are roughly about a third of the cost. And we all know in Indonesia, I think, of course, the government is doing a lot to try to improve the healthcare over there. But obviously, there are still people who want to go overseas for treatment. So we do offer ourselves as an option for Indonesian patients seeking healthcare overseas. So over the years, we have been attracting a good number of foreign patients. For example, this year we should do about 100,000. We have about 100,000 patient visits from international patients, all of which, as you mentioned, about 60% are from Indonesia. We also have good numbers from China, Japan, and Korea, but those are mainly the expatriates. Medical traveler, we have people from Indonesia, of course, and also from China, from Cambodia and Bangladesh. So they come here for all kinds of healthcare treatment. They also come here for health screening. So I think that's another area which people do come here. And sometimes they can combine the health screening with a little bit of sightseeing, especially since, for example, there's theme park, there's hotel in this area.
Because you do have like a package as well, right? For leisure and also for treatment here.
Oh yes, we do have packages for these people to come here for health screening, and after that go over to, for example, our theme park, this Sunway Lagoon, to have a bit of leisure. And of course, I mean, there's this very nice building where we are now. I mean, this Sunway Sanctuary is where we can also let the patients stay, and it's very convenient for people seeking treatment in Sunway Medical Center.
So it's like focusing also on medical tourism, I can say that.
Oh yes, of course,
But as you can say that 60% in Sunway Medical Centers, international patients are from Indonesia. So how does it go specific for them? You are doing like what? How to make them really engage with the Sunway Medical Center? Actually,
I think there are two parts. One is we have a full range of service. I think we pride ourselves as one of the top healthcare provider in Malaysia. So, for example, I mean, when people go overseas for treatment, usually they go for more complicated procedures that are not available back home. So we are strong in, for example, all the 5 main tertiary specialties. What we sometimes call Congo. Congo. So Congo stands for cardiology, oncology, neurology, gastroenterology, and orthopedics. So these are the more complicated specialties that people do travel overseas, and we are strong in each of them. So our patients do come here for example, cancer treatment. Or orthopedic surgeries such as spine surgery, knee replacement, hip replacement. They come for a lot of scope. They do their scope here to detect whether they have cancer or any anomalies in their body. So I think these are the services we offer. And of course, over the years, we have also been making sure we are staying at the forefront of technologies.
But having to say about technology itself, but also that you combine with the care, the treatment. I mean, as in like the first friend they come to this medical center, how you actually taking care of them. and then the technology itself. So it's like the whole package when they come here, right?
Yeah. So that's the second aspect. The first aspect is the services and also the technology. So second aspect is really what you just mentioned, the hospitality aspect. I believe you have visited our International Patient Center. So we do have an International Patient Center here to coordinate all the patient visits from the time before they arrive to when they arrive here and during their stay. So we make sure that their stay here is very well coordinated. In fact, this year we just started two things that I thought is interesting. One is in our Tower C, you will see this dedicated international patient lounge. So there is an area now where foreign patients can rest and wait for their appointments, and they can put their bags down there and they can have internet connection, charge their phone. I mean, so it's very convenient. And this year we also started a new wellness center. You
know what? I feel like in the airport's lounge.
Oh yeah, that is what we were trying to model it after.
So it's correct, right?
Oh, yeah. So I'm glad you feel that way. So the other one is we have started a wellness center dedicated to foreign patients. Okay. So that's in Tower D, which is very convenient because when you have foreign patients in a wellness center, we can actually arrange for example, the interpreter to help them through their whole journey. So that is very comfortable and convenient.
Easier for them to talk as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, to translate whatever that they want and they feel with the doctor as well.
Yeah. So, and of course, maybe just add one more thing that we started this year is a patient care coordinator. So we know, for example, first time international patient coming to a foreign land and a new place, they will be a bit lost. So now we started this patient care coordinator so that patients who come, we have someone to guide them through their journey. We'll give them our WhatsApp so that if you have any question throughout the whole journey, they can text this patient care coordinator so that the person can assist in the most timely manner. Yeah.
So they won't get confused as well.
Oh yeah, it's a big place, so people do get lost.
Okay. I'm going to talk more about this at Sunway Medical Center. We're going to back after this. Stay with us. Hello, come back with us here in Malaysia. I'm still talking with Dr. Koh, Managing Director Hospital and Healthcare Operation, Sunway Healthcare Group. So Dr. Koh, let's continue our conversation about this Sunway Hospital.
Sure.
So you're talking about you have a very high skill specialist here and also a very advanced technology. Let's elaborate about that. So what can we have here actually in the Sunway Hospital for the technology itself?
At Sunway Medical Center, we make sure we continue to stay at the forefront of healthcare technologies. So we are always very advanced in acquiring all these new technologies. For example, if you look around, you can visit our centers, you will see like our cancer center have the widest range of latest technology. We have two TrueBeam the radiotherapy machines. We have tomotherapy machine. We have gamma knife. We have brachy. We have this PET-CT, SPECT-CT. So, I mean, I would say this is one of the most comprehensive cancer center in Malaysia. And we also very much into robotics. So we got Da Vinci machine, not just one but two. We have Mako and ROSA robotic system for orthopedic surgeries. So we try to keep at the forefront so that when patients come, they can access the latest technology that's available in the sector. And we also offer things like the CAR T-cell therapy as well as this bone marrow transplant. Bone marrow transplant are for people with like blood cancers, like leukemia. And then for CAR T-cell, basically is a targeted therapy, or for patients who need for certain specific treatment for their cancer. Yeah, so those are the things that we do offer here, and of course we continue to evaluate new technologies and continue to bring in the latest.
Yeah. I believe that, but there are also the things that you want to try to manage the international patient as well, because they are here because of the technology that they don't have in their country.
Sure.
Correct, right?
Yeah.
So one thing that interests me also is that I was having breakfast this morning,
Sure.
and I met a lot of a so-called senior citizens, and they were talking, they were having fun, they actually have their own community here. So I was asking, like, so this is another building, and your people tell me that this is actually the sanctuary.
Yeah.
So you have this hospital, and you have the sanctuary for the senior to live for their retirement.
Sure.
And they also can have the treatment as well. This is very nice, actually. So could you elaborate about that more?
Okay, sure. Actually, it is a new concept. I think in Malaysia there are other senior living products in Malaysia, but we are the only one that's attached to a hospital. So this the sanctuary actually is a 473 room facility. It is actually set up to welcome all these retirees to come and spend their time here. So we have, as you probably have spent some time on level 15 and 16. Actually, there are very nice facilities there. There's a swimming pool, there's heated and salted. There's a very nice dining room, or there's gym, there's cinema, there's a library, there's karaoke. So it is meant for elderly to retire here. And of course, we also welcome retirees from Indonesia to use this facility if they are interested. So that is one customer group that we look at for sanctuary. But of course, because it's right next to a hospital, it does provide that additional peace of mind. So patients, so elderly who, for example, have chronic illnesses, they want to stay near a hospital. It is actually the best place to be. You have a very comfortable place for them to retire and live their normal life, and yet very near to a hospital. So that's one target group. Of course, because of its location, we also use a sanctuary for our medical traveler. So for example, our Indonesian patients, when they arrive at hospital at the airport, we bring them over. They can choose to stay at sanctuary. And it's very convenient. For example, next morning they wake up, they straightaway take the lift down, the health screening is next door. Or they want to see their doctors, the doctors is next door, rather than they stay somewhere else and having to travel over. And for patients who have undergone, for example, surgeries and staying at hospital, their family members can stay here, which again make it very convenient for the family member to visit them. And finally, for patients who, after, for example, surgeries, after discharge, they need follow-up, such as rehab, do rehabilitation. It is very convenient. They can continue to stay in sanctuary for, let's say, another 2 weeks, so that every day when they need rehabilitation, they can just take the lift down and the service is there. So I see this sanctuary as a very interesting, unique selling point for Sunway Medical Center, because it actually make everything one stop.
And also, if their grandchildren wants to come here, they can play in the theme park.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, we're gonna talk more about this Sunway Healthcare just after this. So please stay with us. Hello, we are here in Malaysia in Sunway Medical Center. I'm still here with Dr. Koh, Managing Director Hospital and Healthcare Operations, Sunway Healthcare Group. So, Dr. Koh, if you talk about Sunway Medical Center, and if you say that earlier you want to leverage about the international patients, so if you're talking about the affiliation with the Sunway or the Sunway Berhad, and we're talking about the international patient. How do actually you do this to advantage your international patient? Maybe let's see in the terms of facilities, services, support. How do you actually do this?
Sure. As I shared earlier, I think this Sunway Medical Center is part of Sunway Healthcare Group, which is part of Sunway Berhad. Sunway Berhad is a conglomerate with 13 businesses, and within this Sunway city itself, we have other services like the shopping mall, the theme park, the hotels, education. So I thought that actually is a very good ecosystem which obviously has supported the growth of Sunway Medical Center over the years. So for example, currently we do a lot of wellness packages here. And we do, for example, package it together with a visit to theme park. So that after they do their health screening, they can go over to theme park and have some relaxation. And then thereafter, they can actually go to, for example, shopping mall to have their shopping. So in a way, it is a one-stop destination for people, and we can offer the wellness part. And even for for example, patients who come here for treatment, their family have something to do while the patient is hospitalized. So I think that actually complete the offerings for us for some of these medical travelers. And besides the leisure and the theme park, we also work very closely with, for example, the education part. Sunway Medical Center work with the Sunway University to train nurses. So every year we sponsor about 120 nurses to Sunway University. And these are nurses who, after 3 years of education, they come to our hospital and serve our patients. So that in a way makes sure that we have enough nurses to continue to grow. And besides basic nursing course, they also offer post-basic training, so that our nurses can also be sponsored to take up courses to become specialized nurses. And actually this year, Sunway University just started their Doctor in Medicine program. So hopefully in future we also play a role in training doctors for the country as well as for Sunway Medical Center.
But I heard that you also doing a lot of joining research with Harvard and with a lot of university outside in the top university in the worldwide. Is that correct?
Sure. Actually, we have a center here called the Clinical Research Center within the Sunway Medical Center. So that center have been very active in working with our doctors and working with the industry to bring in clinical trials to the hospital. So for example, since it started many years ago, we have already conducted more than 100 clinical trials within this hospital. And the beauty of having clinical trial is that you bring the latest technology, you bring the latest medication for patients. So they have the access to the latest in the medical field. And along with that, we actually have a collaboration with Cambridge. So in 2017, we signed an agreement with Cambridge to be their regional site partner for clinical trials. So that's where we hope to work together and in future even do things like phase 1 trial. Phase 1 trial means first in human, first in patient type of trial. That's how we want to continue to stay at the forefront of medical technologies.
Because you want to be the best in everything. I can see that. I can tell from the way you say it, because you're nominated, right? Sunway Center nominated as one of the world's top 250 healthcare providers. Is that correct, right?
We are very honored for that.
So what's the future? What's your aspiration next for the hospital and Sunway healthcare?
Okay, so for the hospital, I would say there are a few things that we want to continue to do. So one, as I mentioned, now we have 5 towers. We have opened 5 towers. We have one more opening next year. We want to continue to expand and continue to offer more services. Because the bigger you are, you can offer a wider range of service for our patients. So hopefully when we are 1,100 bed, we will be like the most comprehensive hospital within the region. Then of course, the other part is what we have spoken about earlier in terms of medical technologies. We want to continue to stay at the forefront. It is very important for you to continue to offer the best that is available, so that patients who want those options have that option available. And then the third aspect, which we briefly mentioned, is clinical trials. This is something that we have been working on, and we want to do more. Okay. As I mentioned, for a good quaternary hospital, we want to make available the latest treatment that's available out there. Only through clinical trial, then you can work with industry partners to bring in some of this and make them available for your patients. For example, this year alone, we actually signed 3 MOUs with big pharma and this clinical research organization. For example, this AstraZeneca, Medtronics, and also with this Seniors Health. The idea is to bring more and more of these trials over to Sunway Medical Center. And last point I want to make about Sunway Medical Center is we want to continue to enhance our service. I shared a bit about how we have been working on our foreign patients to make them feel very comfortable at home. That is something we will continue to want to do. So that's for Sunway Medical Center. For Sunway Healthcare Group, we are growing. In fact, a few weeks ago, we just opened our 4th hospital. Wow. So we were running 3 hospitals. Fourth hospital just opened on the 1st of December, and then we opened our 4th, and then the 5th one will open in March next year.
We are here in Kuala Lumpur.
So we want to make our service accessible to as many Malaysians in other parts of Malaysia as well. And once we have that network, the whole idea is to have a hub and spoke strategy. We will continue to strengthen the flagship hospital at Sunway Medical Center here in Sunway City. And for all these hospitals in other states or other places, we want to make them very good tertiary hospital so that they can serve the population around those hospitals by themselves. But for more complicated things, they know they always have this very comprehensive flagship hospital where they can refer to. So for example, I mentioned we have services like CAR-T, bone marrow transplant here. This is not something we can easily replicate in other hospitals. So for patients who need those services, they can come to the flagship here to receive the service. And for foreign patients, they know that at the flagship, we have the full range of service that's available for them. And of course, just to add one point, which is that besides the hospital, we also have other services like the traditional and complementary medicine. We have the fertility services. We have the home care service. So these are also services that we see as part of the so-called Sunway Healthcare ecosystem, which we will continue to develop and continue to see how best the whole ecosystem can work together to bring the best care for our patients.
Wow. Thank you very much for the conversation, Dr. Koh.
Thank you.
And good luck for Sunway Healthcare. Hope you always give the best for the patient and can treat them the best as well, so they can always feel home here.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I hope you, all the viewers, can feel the same too, to feel the home here and feel safe. And also let's see the journey and look around here at the Sunway Healthcare. Let's through this journey with me here in Sunway Healthcare. If you're still confused in finding a comfortable and a high quality place for treatment, then you are in the right channel. Here, we are discussing Sunway Medical Center. This hospital is supported by a strong support system, including a workforce of 3,300 dedicated individuals, consisting of medical consultants, competent healthcare staff, and committed and trained nursing personnel. So, it's not surprising that many patients from Indonesia come to this hospital for treatment. I've seen for myself that the services and facilities at Sunway Medical Center are beyond questions. Come here soon and enjoy the best medical facilities and services here in Sunway Medical Center, Sunway City, Malaysia.